Francis Boyle was an insuperable advocate of truth, human justice, and people's rights throughout a long career devoted to unstinting provision of expert advice to international fora, to oppressed peoples, to anti-war groups and individuals via courtroom advocacy, legislation sponsorship, books, and media interviews worldwide, from the mainstream and alternative media to podcasts for a range of activist groups on the urgent issues of our time: biowarfare, peace, and the right to self-determination, where he is active on behalf of a wide range of oppressed peoples: African Americans, the Blackfoot in Canada, Borinquen, Indigenous Puerto Ricans, Bosnians, Gullah Geechees, the Irish, Kanako Maoli, Indigenous Hawaiians, Lakota, Native Alaskans, the Palestinians, and the Tamils of Sri Lanka. Francis Boyle served as counsel to Bosnia and Herzegovina and to the Provisional Government of the Palestinian Authority, and won a case at the World Court against Slobodan Milosevic for genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes in Bosnia and Herzegovina. He served as an advisor as well as an independent expert on numerous individual death penalty and human rights cases. In San Francisco, 1992, just prior to his case before the World Court, Francis prepared an indictment under international law and facilitated the proceedings of an international tribunal on indigenous people and oppressed nations in the United States. He advised numerous international bodies in the areas of human rights, war crimes and genocide, nuclear policy, and biowarfare. From 1991 to 92, he served as legal advisor to the Palestinian delegation to the Middle East peace negotiations. Professor Boyle served on the board of directors of Amnesty International, as a consultant to the American Friends Service Committee, and on the advisory board for the Council for Responsible Genetics. He served as an advisor as well as an independent expert on numerous individual death penalty and human rights cases. Francis drafted the U.S. domestic implementing legislation for the Biological Weapons Convention, known as the Biological Weapons Anti-Terrorism Act of 1989, that was approved unanimously by both houses of the U.S. Congress and signed into law by President George H.W. Bush. A professor of international law at the University of Illinois College of Law, he received an A.B. 1971 in political science from the University of Chicago, then a J.D. degree magna cum laude from Harvard Law School, and A.M. and Ph.D. degrees in political science from Harvard University. Princeton professor emeritus Richard Falk, himself a public intellectual and former UN Special Rapporteur for occupied Palestine, called Francis the outstanding progressive international law expert of our time. He will be truly missed by all those to whose struggles he gave so unstintingly of his time.